Dog bandana sewing pattern. Full instructions. Pet bandana pattern. Fits Toy Terriers to large dogs. 6 sizes included, XS through XL plus extra large. Step 1. Take measurements. Measure your dog's neck circumference at the point where the collar normally sits. This measurement will be the full length of the bandana. To determine the width, use this formula. Bandana width equals approximately 80% of the neck circumference. Step 2. Choose the size. Compare your measurements with the pet measurement size chart. If your dog's size falls between 2 sizes, choose the larger size that falls within the ranges listed in the neck circumference column to ensure a more comfortable fit. Size chart. Prepare materials. Cotton is recommended because it is comfortable for your pet, breathable, and easy to sew. Materials and tools you will need: 2 different fabrics, fabric A for one side, fabric B for the other side. 1 or 2 pieces for the reversible version. Threads that match the fabric colors. A sewing machine with a straight stitch. Pins or wonder clips. Sharp fabric scissors or a rotary cutter. An iron and ironing board. Tailor's chalk or a disappearing ink pen. A straight edge or set square. A printer and letter size, 8.5 by 11 inches or A4 paper. A collar for the dog. Note: for the reversible version, you will need 2 pieces of different fabric, each half the size listed in the chart for each pattern color. This chart is for bandanas worn over a collar. For the perfect fit, always measure your dog's neck. Step 4. Print and prepare the pattern. 1. Print the selected size. Choose from the 6 included options. 2. Make sure the print scale is set to 100%. No scaling. Do not select fit to page. 3. Use A4 or letter paper in portrait orientation. 4. After printing, check the 1-inch test square. Measure it with a ruler. If the square is smaller or larger than 1 inch, reprint it at the correct scale. 5. Assemble the pattern if needed. Tape the sheets together along the markings. 6. Cut out the template along the lines. How to cut out the pieces. Single-sided bandana. 1. Cut out the paper pattern along the solid outer line. Cutting line. A 7 mm seam allowance is already included. 2. Cut a square of fabric according to the measurements in the table, which includes seam allowances. Keep in mind that the bandana covers about 80% of the animal's neck circumference and is designed to be worn on the dog's collar. If you are sewing a one-sided bandana, cut out a square from a single type of fabric, fabric A. The bandana will have the same pattern on both sides. 3. Fold the fabric in half, making sure the grain line matches the direction indicated on the pattern. 4. Pin the pattern to the fabric using clothespins or pins. 5. Cut along the marked line with scissors. How to sew a single-sided bandana. Step 6. Fold the side edges of the sewn pattern piece toward the wrong side by 7 mm on both sides along the short edge. Press with an iron, then top stitch with a straight stitch. Step 7. Fold the right sides together and secure with pins or clothespins. Step 8. Stitch along the 2 long edges of the bandana using a straight stitch. If necessary, mark a line 7 mm from the edge to help guide your stitching. Step 9. Trim the sharp corner at the edge, close to the seam line. You can notch the edges with small cuts using scissors or trim them with pinking shears. Step 10. Turn the piece right side out through any of the unsewn openings. Step 11. Iron the bandana. Step 12. Sew a seam at the distance specified in the table for the collar tunnel. Collar casing measurements by size is ready. Next, you can use your pet's existing collar or sew one yourself. How to cut out the pieces. Reversible bandana. 1. Cut out the paper pattern along the solid outer line. A 7mm seam allowance is already included. Cut out 2 triangles from each piece of fabric right side up. 2. Lay fabric A and fabric B face side up on a flat surface. 3. Place the pattern on top, pin it in place, and trace along the solid line with chalk. Cut along the marked line with scissors. 4. Place the 2 pieces of fabric right sides together and pin them in place. Stitch along the long side of the bandana using a straight stitch. 5. Turn both pieces right side out and press the seam allowances open on both sides of the seam. Fold the side edges of the sewn pattern piece toward the wrong side by 7mm on both sides along the short edge. Press, then top stitch with a straight stitch. Step 6. Fold the right sides together and secure with pins or clothespins. Step 7. Stitch along the 2 long edges of the bandana using a straight stitch. If necessary, mark a line 7mm from the edge to help guide your stitching. Step 9. Trim the sharp corner at the edge close to the seam line. You can notch the edges with small cuts or trim them with pinking shears. Step 10. Turn the piece right side out through any of the unsewn openings. Step 11. Iron the bandana. Step 12. Sew the seam at the distance specified in the collar casing table. Your reversible bandana is ready. Final finishing and checking. Iron the entire bandana one more time to give it a perfect shape. Steam the seams so the fabric lies flat. Thread the collar through the stitched opening. Try the bandana on your dog. This bandana is reversible. You can flip it over to show the other side. Your bandana is ready.